I get a little bit breathless, my thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please? I guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth. I know you don't want to face it. You think it's too late, but I can see past the rain. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighters, and throw our problems in the flame. Throw our problems in the flame. We fell down to the bottom, so bottom up please. We're gonna get over this. I see the smoke in the mirrors, I'm holding the key. One step away from salvation. You're like the ocean, setting me free. Out in the open, I'm picking up speed. No bad thoughts penetrate. Hold me like this is the first time. Our destiny calls, not leaving this incomplete. Won't you lay it on me? Turn the page and burn it. Let's make up a big bonfire on the beach with the stars as our lighters, and throw our problems in the flame. Throw our problems in the flame. And throw our problems in the flames. Ooh, throw our problems in the flames. I get a little bit breathless, my thoughts are too.
Had to figure it out, folks. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic night. Thanks, everybody. I've been looking at the comments as we've been going by, and I see so many people saying thanks very much and good luck. And yeah, I am nervous, little nervous here. I see a lot of people out there, and people have already started with super chats, and I haven't said a word yet. So I saw one over an hour ago. It's not up here anymore. I can't put it up on screen, but I just wanted to say, Michelle, thank you very much. I appreciated it. Yeah, an hour before the stream starts, she's sending me a super chat. We have some more up there. I have my nephews online, my nieces online, my sisters online. We got Tony from La Lita Loca. You'll see all the blue check marks or the wrenches beside us. So how's everybody doing out there? Looking at a couple chats as we go by here. I'm going to have Paul be letting me know some chats as we go along. And let's take a look. What do we got up here for our first super chat? Oh, it's not even going to show us, Paul. You got to find them. We are all new to this. I see Erica Emoti. Thanks very much. Paul, we're just learning this program. Like I said, first time ever doing this. So, but I did see some questions coming up earlier. Somebody was asking about price reductions for solo cruisers because of capacity limits. I think you're not going to see that capacity, the solo supplement for 100%. It's not going to disappear simply because they want you to be spending more money on the ship as well. So 2 people will spend more money than 1 person. That's where they're going to get the extra money from. So they're looking to get as many people in those cabins as they can. Unfortunately, as myself, I cruise solo. I don't think it's going to go. Another question I saw earlier was 2022 world cruises. Well, I certainly hope it goes. They haven't canceled any yet. They've canceled a lot of transatlantics this year and trans-Pacifics, the world cruise segments. But I think they're looking at having those go full steam starting in January and February of 2022. Hopefully it keeps going. Paul, do you see any things that I should be bringing up here? What do we got here? Thank you, Gemma Polar. I love you guys too. When you hear me say that you guys changed my life out there, absolutely, that was without a doubt. I went through some real rough times, and you guys kept me strong the whole time. So I really, really appreciate that. Michael Rail, am I saying that right, Mike? Thank you very much. $20 super chat, amazing, guys. I don't ask for money, and I'm seeing all these people with super chats. Brent Mullner, appreciate it so much. I'm overwhelmed. What's this? NZ, I like this. Love your videos. Thanks for everything you do and the great info. I appreciate that. I try and even hold off sometimes on some stories just to make sure that I get my facts straight. And even then, sometimes I don't necessarily get it right every time. So I appreciate that as well. Trying to get through all this before we get to some questions. Sleepy, $4.99. Thank you very much. Nicole Hargrave, another $5. Thank you. Super sticker from Wifey. I'm so new to this. You guys are just pounding me with all this stuff. Again, you guys are amazing. Look at how many people are on this stream. I was reading some of the comments earlier, and somebody said, oh my God, there's 320 some people here. He's going to be so nervous. We're 1,400 now sitting here in chat. So, Donnelly, thank you again. Appreciate it so much. Larry Thomas, no nerds, Donna. We're all glad you're here for your first live stream. Hope everyone is doing well. That's right. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. And yeah, that is definitely my saying, right? If I ever see anybody out there saying with a t-shirt saying, I have a fantastic day, it would make my day. That's pretty funny. But it's just amazing. Kim, are you able to change the name on future cruise credit to somebody else? Only if they were part of the booking. So if you're, say, 2 different people going on the same cruise, you may be able to switch it over. But right now, the cruise lines are really, really holding tight to, if you booked it, you're the person who has to use it. So it goes on your account. And that's about it. Thanks for the news and entertainment. Thank you, Sean Langford. Appreciate it. I'm going to start calling everyone just Sean. Everybody's first name. You know me as Don. First name basis. We're all friends here. And it's just, how nerve-wracking is this? But you know what, guys? I got to do, for everybody who's done it out there, let's see if you guys recognize one of my favorite guys out there from Carnival. He's dancing the night away. So thanks, everybody out there. I'm kind of glad that he's the ambassador now as well for Carnival, because he's a very, very fun person out there. Teresa, thank you again so much. I can't even keep up with Super Chat, let alone keep up with everybody's questions out there. Do you see any questions, Paul, that I could answer that's coming up. Here we go. Do you think it's ever possible that we can go cruising? I would have to see without having any approval from government. Yeah, that's where we're at, right? It's all a waiting game right now. We are going to be waiting this week coming up. We have the government switch over. We'll see what the CDC says going forward. A lot of us are very, very fearful that they're going to reintroduce the no sail order. We're just hoping they don't, and hope they say, okay, we have this stuff going on. Let's work with the cruise lines now. But you saw Carnival's CEO, they're starting to do the war of words now with each other, and that's not a good situation. And if you see other cruise lines start to join in, that's going to be scary. So yeah, I want to cruise as fast as possible. Dan, thank you very much, sir, for the super sticker. Much, much appreciated. Boy, can you imagine 1,550 people? You guys are killing me here. Sean, love the live. With your experience, do you think it would make sense for Bermuda to invest in a cruise ship? Get it on the cheap because of COVID, start their own cruise line, and they own control. That's a good question. You know what? They would have control. There's plenty of ships that you can get for $3 and $4 million. I mean, they hit the scrapyard for that price, some of them. So they're not that expensive. And if you don't need a very big cruise port, you could throw that up on the cheap too. Imagine being the only Caribbean area that has their own cruise ship sailing, and you own the rules and you own the regulations. Unfortunately, though, right now, I think the governments and everybody has been hit so hard economically by the pandemic that it's hard for anybody to invest that kind of money right now. But if somebody had some fortitude there and had some money, you might just see that would be a really interesting thing to do. A good idea. When do I? Yeah, I knew I was going to get this question out there. When do I think the first cruise will be? I honestly think will be June, as far as paying customers are concerned. I think they're going to wait for the warmer weather to start to hit, especially in the United States and Canada, and you will start to see then the cruises start to up a little bit here, a little bit there. Unfortunately, it's really close for a lot of people. If you're booking Alaska's already been canceled in some places. I mean, the buses won't be running half the time. We won't be having the lodges going up there. I mean, that's half the experience of being able to do that. And you might not even be able to visit the town. And even the town people are already in fear of that. There's articles, if you read the Alaskan news articles, of them just devastated that they might lose another season where nobody can come into their shops. And they're on hard times. So yeah, Albert, I don't know. I think June though. I think as someone who will be a first-time cruiser, thank you for your advice. You saved me hundreds of dollars based on your advice. I appreciate that, Dan. I try my best. Like I said, there's usually if it sounds too good to be true out there, guys, it usually is. So always buyer beware. Some other advice I have right now, check the cruise line's refund policy, because some cruise lines out there right now are only offering future cruise credits. So if you're going to try and book a cruise fairly soon, thinking, well, I'll just get my money back if it doesn't go, be very careful, because you might invest some money and you might not get it back for quite a while. And then you might not want to go on that cruise line, because who knows? Cruise ships are changing all over the place. Alaska was supposed to have a brand new Discovery Princess cruise ship. And now it's been delayed a year. So who knows what ships are going to be where. We just have to keep our fingers crossed. The cruise lines don't know themselves. So it's a really perilous situation, if you will. Like, I don't pity the cruise lines at all. I don't pity the CDC. A lot of people think I'm very mad at the CDC. I'm not, because they're doctors, they're scientists, right? That's what they're supposed to do. Look after health. But when you have a pandemic committee, you should have economic people, you should have business people, you should have doctors, you should have scientists, and come to a consensus among you. You can't just go with an entire one side. And that's where I think the mistakes have been made. So I never have a problem with the CDC. I do think they are picking on cruise lines more than anybody else, because I can fly, I can drive, I can take a train, but I can't take a cruise. So, alrighty, what else we got here, Paul? Anything else popping up? Oh, am I catching up? Super sticker from Mercedes. Thank you, Mercedes. Appreciate it. Again, Diane St. Charles, what has been your favorite cruise excursion? You know what? As funny as it may sound, Tony and I had some real hit and miss cruises when we were in Japan. But Japan was just so beautiful. And the people were friendly everywhere we went. And a lot of people are nervous when you go out to different countries that you'll be treated a little different or anything. They went out of their way to make us feel special and to let us know. At one point, we're just walking. We're getting off a bus. There's about 40 of us off this bus going into this tour. And it was a national holiday in Japan. And all these little school kids, about 7 and 8 years old, with their hats and their uniforms, looked so adorable and cute. They were getting off like 20 buses. And they looked over and saw us, and they just stopped what they were doing. And about 50 and 60 of them just turned to us and just started waving. Hi, welcome. They weren't being prompted by the teachers. They weren't being prompted by anybody. They just did it because they don't see a lot of Westerners around, especially because they're normally in school, and to see people out enjoying their country. And it just kind of hits you here, right? That somebody's that happy to see people. And I would go back to Japan like this in another second. Oh, non-cruise Canada question here. Benjamin says, Canada will eventually get a movie membership like AMC, Regal, or Cineworld. We were so close before the pandemic. Yeah, I really hope so. I've been waiting for that for like 10 years now. I used to go to the movies a minimum of once a week, and a movie pass would certainly one movie a day. Give me that pass and I would see movies. I would live in the movie theater almost. So yeah, I'm hoping we get it, but we have to hope the theaters can even survive this. So many of them have been closed now for 6 months, some theaters. So it's a very rough time with HBO going now to bring their into the theaters, as well as putting out on HBO Max. So that's it's going to hit the theaters. We just need things to start opening. Let's hope these vaccines just start rolling out by the millions. Sean Murphy, thanks for helping everyone. Have a fantastic day. Sean, you, sir, have a fantastic day as well. And yes, I am saying fantastic, because a lot of people always wonder, is he actually saying fantastic? I can't quite understand because I'm Canadian and I have an accent to a lot of people, but yes, absolutely. Kayla, being Canada, an independent country, is it obligated to follow CDC rules? You know what? We're not. However, we have our version, which is the Food and Drug Administration here, and they basically copycat whatever the CDC says, pretty much by the letter. They shut down cruise lines. We shut down cruise lines. They did something at an airport. We did something at an airport. They basically are. They're like this. They really are. We follow the big guys, which is the United States. The JM129, Don, I received 100% cruise credit from Princess March 2020. I booked it for May 2021. If that's canceled, do I get an extra 25%? No. Unfortunately, that doesn't keep multiplying every time. You keep the 25% that they gave you. If you got 100% only, you didn't get 125, then yes, you might get that extra 25%. Sorry, I thought if you already received the 25% bonus. But what they have been doing, that if you rebook it, the cruise lines have been offering you another perk, like an extra $200 onboard credit, or sometimes it's even money off the cruise automatically. Here's $100 off. So you could be in for a perk. Keep an eye on it. Absolutely. One American Voice. Do you think Carnival will go bankrupt? I don't. I think they're going to have more ships for sale in their fleet for sure. They have enough money literally to last till December of this year without a single cruise going again, which is a lot of money out there, considering we've been 10 months and they haven't made any cruises really since then. The good thing is they haven't gone back to the bank to get more, and they can, because people know, especially when cruises start up again, if we start up this summer and June, July, August, and they start ramping up slowly, there's going to be people throwing money at them. Now, they owe a lot of debt, but I mean, they were making billions of dollars a year. So, to go $2 billion more in debt isn't really going to affect the cruise line's bottom dollar too much. Angela B, thank you so much, Angela, for the super chat. Hi, Don from the Maritimes. I'm a blue noser from Nova Scotia myself. I didn't see the question, Paul. Here we go. We love to cruise and we love watching you very much. Thank you so much for the wealth and all. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia, for anybody out there who was wondering. I'm a blue noser, named after the famous sailing ship that's still on our dime, I believe. What do we got? Kyle D3, super sticker. Again, you guys are overwhelming me. Again, thank you so much. If I'm missing anybody out there, I am going to go back over the live stream later, and I'm going to look at everybody, make sure I didn't miss anybody. And if I did, I'll be messaging you personally. But I just wanted to thank everybody so much. 1776 MIG. Howdy, right back, sir. Appreciate that. Kevin Dill, looking forward to Alaska 2022. You know what, Kevin? It's the second time we're looking at moving that cruise to 2022, right? And like we said last year, surely it'll be better by next year. So we can't say anything, but at least you know what? We absolutely have vaccines here now. So that's the good news. And it might be a little slow rollout, but they're coming. So even if only 60% of the population get it, that's 60% of the population that will be less likely to get it. So, let's keep that up. Jim, our trivia buddy over on Critical Mass, what's the best excursion you would recommend in Alaska? I'm a nature buff. Whale watching, especially in Juneau, absolutely is a must. If you can, get on the little smaller vessels, not just a shore excursion from the cruise line, because what they'll do is they'll be like a large fishing boat kind of thing that would hold like 8 to 10 people. And what they'll do is they'll spin the boat around and drive in reverse up to the whales. So you're at eye level with the whales, and they're allowed to get a little bit closer than the bigger boats are allowed to get. And the whales tend to not be shy of them as much as they are of the noisy big 100-person shore excursion. Another one, everyone's got to do the Rocky Mountain Railway, the White Pass. You have to do that up to the Yukon. But all in all, Alaska is one of those cruises out there that is just so beautiful that my shore excursion technically is sitting on my balcony watching the mountains and watching us go through the glaciers, Glacier Bay, College Ford. It's just awe-inspiring. It's breathtaking scenery. Mary Main 86, super sticker. Thank you, Mary, very much. To Travel and Tour, I remember you guys. Tony and I met yous on a cruise. And in case you guys don't know, To Travel Tour, they are live stream experts. I see them having live streams all the time and at various hours about different stuff. So don't be shy to go check out some of their channel once in a while. I keep missing them by seconds because I'm usually so swamped. I don't get to watch a lot of videos anymore. Somebody asked me the other day, when I announce a cruise like that, how many emails do I get? Well, the last time I announced a group cruise, I got 2,000 emails. And it can be an overwhelming amount to try and get through. So please be patient if you've emailed me and I haven't responded recently. It's just try and answer 2,000 emails all at once. It's crazy. Drew, $5. Thank you, sir. Will Norwegian Cruise Line extend our future cruise credits? The best lobster I've ever had was in those. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Maine has some great lobster. Absolutely. Nova Scotia is fantastic. But I'm biased. I'm from Nova Scotia. So it's going to taste like home to me having lobster from there. Will they? They will. Contact them. Let them know. They'll extend it out. Excuse me, I got a cough here for a second, guys. I'm going, yeah. Whoa, went down the wrong throat. So yes, absolutely, they will extend them out as long as you ask for it in plenty of time. Don't wait to the last minute. Give them months in advance. But yeah, and they'll especially do that if you're booking another cruise. I've stretched future cruise credits for people now into 2023 in some cases, and they expired at the end of this year. So don't worry too much about that. Brandon Hillier, thank you, sir. Do you think Royal Caribbean Barbados is going to work? I think it's going to work. The only thing when I was in Amatoni, was it last night already? Yeah. When we were doing the live stream yesterday, it was that it's so expensive to fly from Canada to the United States there and home. It kind of, takes away a lot of the reason to go on a cruise because it's all in one. Now, if you're okay with spending extra money for the flight, that's great. But on a regular basis, I don't know how many cruise ships they're going to do. Right now, it's one. And I think they might be doing that just to say, hey, look, guys in the United States, if you don't open up soon, we can go over here. And some Caribbean countries out there would love to have cruises starting there. Imagine everyone flying in, spending a couple days in their Caribbean country before taking the cruise, a couple days afterwards. People would, the countries would absolutely love that income. I like this one. Sassafras, $25. Thank you so much, Don. Your videos have saved us quite a bit of money, and we love watching you. Thank you for helping us have fantastic cruises, and we wish you continued good health. Let's get back to cruising. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Quick update on my health. I'm about to go in for more tests the end of this month, and I'll find out next month, but I feel really good. If you've been following me on my Just Dawn channel, you know I'm starting to lose weight again. I am literally 1.5 pounds away from 25-pound weight loss, which makes me less like some people actually heard it in one of my videos because I had just unloaded something from a truck, and then I did a video and my breath was like like this, and I could hear it in the video too afterwards. So yeah, it's not that I'm having trouble. I just did a lot of workout, but losing 25 pounds, I'm up and down the stairs and I'm not losing breath anymore. So health-wise, doing well. Spencer Davies, hey Don, what's your favorite part of the ship to stay in on a ship? I usually book aft. I'm one of those people, first of all, if I could get an aft-facing balcony on the wake, great. But they're usually upgraded, deluxe balconies or mini suites or suites altogether, depending on the cruise line. But I like it in the aft because people are, it's usually close to where I'm going. It's a smooth ride. It's less expensive than the midship. And the difference between going on the aft of the ship or the forward is that if you're in the forward cabins and you're hitting the waves, it's hitting the hull like this. So it's a hard impact. When you're on the rear of the ship, it's already hit and the water's gone down the side. So it's like a ride like this, comparatively speaking. So if you had your choice between the two, I would go as far back as I can. If you like the midship, that's great. I'm always looking for the balcony cabins, but I want to have, the cheaper price because I'm a solo cruiser and I pay for all my cruises and I go by myself. So it's a double cost for me. Jim, again, buddy, thank you very much. In case you guys don't know, Jim is the guy who sends us on Critical Mass a lot of trivia, and he has stumped us many times. And I'm sure if we did a head-to-head, he would probably win. I know a lot of movies, but Jim knows movies. Appreciate it very much, Jim. Renee, congrats. Love your videos. Thank you, sir. Very, very much appreciate it. Wesley, we are veteran cruisers. Where can I get a pricing and info on your 2022 Alaska cruise? Wesley, any of my cruises down below, any of my cruises, any of my videos, you'll see down below. It has an email address. It's dterrace@travelonly.com. Send us an email. We'll send you the information. We'll send you a link. I even have a video up on the channel showing the cruise and a link down below where you can click on it, check out your prices, find out everything. And if you're interested, just send us some information and we'll make it happen. Donna, will you be planning a group cruise out of Galveston, Texas? I will be once we start going, and I'm sure they're going to be going. Absolutely. I would love to get down. I want to visit Texas. I have a lot of friends down there as well that I haven't been able to get down and see in a long time. I think there's a battleship in port, if I'm not mistaken, down there. I want to get on and see that. I want to visit the Alamo. There's just a lot of stuff out there that I want to do in that area of the country down in place southwest corner that I haven't been. I've never been down there, and I just want to tour. I want to hop in my car, cross the border finally when they open up, and I want to travel United States. That's why I bought the car I have, because it's a comfortable car to drive, and I just want to drive around and visit every place I can. And I'll let everyone know, because if we can do meet and greets, I'll do that for sure. Somebody said, check it out. Yeah, 1,637 people on the channel. If you wanted to make me nervous before, you got me now. I'm still talking, though. Not too bad for 30 minutes in. Rebecca, hello from Minnesota. Thanks for sharing your content. Go Packers, go. Yeah, football down the States. You know what? I'm going to get a lot of people angry because I'm a Patriots fan. I know, evil Patriots. But you know what? I'm more of a fan because I liked Tom Brady. Because I'm a guy who appreciates work ethic, and people telling him he's too old and he's still winning. He can't do it again, and he still does. He can't do it. Now, a couple of those wins that he had, pure luck. I mean, bad calls on the other coaches and things like that. But I love watching football. I miss it. Here's another thing. I scheduled tonight's live stream thinking, okay, Saturday night, let's do it. Ottawa Senators are playing hockey for the first time in almost 2 years, and I can't watch it because I did a live stream. Good timing on my part, but go Sens, go. And I saw somebody said, go Leafs, go. All right, go Leafs, go too. I'm cheering on all the Canadian teams this year. I just love watching hockey. I watch baseball. I can't wait till things go normal, right? Cindy, we got. I just wanted you to know that I appreciate your videos. Are you going to be on... I almost got there, Paul. The VE in 23. I don't know. There's a big video vloggers cruise going on, and I'm also looking right now at having part of a world cruise in 2023. So I don't know how that's working out now. I'm trying to work it with the cruise line. That I don't have to pay full price. They'll give me a single supplement discount. I said, I'll even sleep in the cruise quarters because it's really expensive. But I want to do a world segment. I'd like to go and do like 60 days, do it all live, and from every port, show everybody the different countries and the different ports every single day live, something new. I think that would be amazing, amazing fun to do. Bill, Matt, have you eaten at Wonderland on Royal Cruise Line? Thoughts? It's one of my favorite food experiences. I have tried Wonderland. If you're okay with experimental food, absolutely. Because you never know what you're going to get sometimes in Wonderland. They often change up the menu and everything. But I love unique dining experiences. I am a meat and potatoes guy. Give me, some potatoes, give me a steak, give me some roast beef, give me chicken. I'm good. That's all I need. But that doesn't stop me from trying everything out there. In Japan, if they put it in front of me, I ate it. I had no idea what I was eating. But it's part of the experience, right? You get out there, you're going to see stuff that you didn't like, But boy, you're going to hit some stuff that you go, wow, that's amazing, especially when you travel to other countries. Even Royal Caribbean has different restaurants in different countries on their ships. So don't be afraid to try outside the box is always good advice. Bryden, we're set to go on what is now the inaugural sailing, although I'm optimistic that it will happen. Should I reschedule or wait for Carnival cruise? I'm thinking you're talking about the Mardi Gras. April. I don't think April's going to happen. I really don't. Unfortunately, like I said, I think June is more likely of a timeline. The way things are looking right now, as you see, we haven't seen a single test cruise. We're halfway through the month of January already. We were hoping we'd see them before Christmas. So it's been almost a month and we haven't even heard of one test cruise. And I know a lot of people out there were saying, well, maybe the test cruises are happening and it's we don't know about it yet. Well, I personally know and I'm in contact with about 20 people who work on these ships that are just off the United States coast. And they say they haven't had anything going on. They're running through their own drills, but that has nothing to do with, passing with the CDC. So yeah, I'm afraid I don't think any ships are going to launch much before June at all. Visos Travel. Hi, guys. Also love your channel with your nephew soon. That one will hit 100,000 subs too. Yeah. Well, I know Paul and Mark are hoping we hit to 100,000 soon. It's an interesting time to try and talk about movies and entertainment when there's no movies going out, but we have a lot of fun. We love doing that channel because we challenge each other in trivia and we play movie games and we always beat Mark, but, that's kind of the running gag, but it has to be a little bit true to make it funny. Glenn, buddy, how are you? Boy, Glenn, you sending me an email and you said, call me. I've tried calling you 3 times, bud, and it's not going through. I get, this person is not set up to receive calls for some reason. I'm going to call because I have a secondary service hooking up to my phone soon. I'll try you on the secondary service and see what's going on. Oh, and he even said it, hey, call me. I didn't even read that. I just saw his name. Ontario, Canada. That's an interesting YouTube channel name. Hey, Don, just wondering what cruise line you're going with for your Alaska cruise in 2022. We are doing Majestic Princess. And the Majestic Princess was set up originally for Asia. It was all themed out for it. And then they ended up mostly in Australia. It just didn't seem to catch on. The Asian market really likes bells and whistles. They like the flow riders. They like the go-karts, things like that. So Princess is more of a, a casual cruise atmosphere. So it wasn't going too well. They're bringing the Majestic over into Alaska. It's one of the newer classes of the Royal ship, the Royal Fleet. And they have different dining on it than some of the other ones. And I haven't tried the bistro on there. There's a dim sum restaurant on there, as well as you still have the steakhouse and you still have seafood. So there's a lot of familiarity, but I am so looking forward to trying some of the new dining experiences. Absolutely. Oh, there's so many. If you guys could see the chat on our end, all we see is this. Going by. And I got my nephew Paul here. Say hi, Paul.
Hey.
There's Paul. Mark's in the other room. Hey. So we're doing our best that we can do here. We are 40 minutes in. Is anyone tired of my chatting yet? I don't think I've taken a breath, but I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, if you're looking for a sponsor, give me a call. Glad to hit you up. I've been drinking you for years. Oh, I'm going to need help with this one. No Limit Iowa? No Limit Iowa. No Limit Iowa. There we go. Thanks for your videos, Don. I found your channel during quarantine and it's given me the hope for future cruises. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been rough. We are trying our best as the cruising community out there. We got Traveling with Bruce. We got Lita Loca. We have Ben and David. We have Emma Cruises. We have the very own unofficial travel guide. We have tips for travelers. So many out there. And it's hard to keep a positive spin on things. We're trying to bring the best information we can to you as fast as we can, as soon as we know something. But boy, it's hard to keep a big smile on your face when you hear bad news. But we try and bring it with a little bit of levity. And I hope I don't seem too down too often. My thumbnail might go like this, but in my heart, I'm still a happy person. So you can know that. Peg McGuire and Artie. Love the new home. Thanks for going live. Hope to tune in weekly. Peg Art in Florida. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I moved here in July of this last year, and I think I'm going to try and stay a few more years in this place. I like the color scheme. It fits me perfectly. I have different rooms that I can put. I have an arcade. I built an arcade in my house, and I have a room for rowing. And I have a massage room in my house. It's not a mansion, but I live by myself. So I have room to spare. So yeah, that's right. I'm a massage therapist as well. I just don't do it as a job, but I know how to do it. What else we got, Paul? Oh, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Is Paul AJ?
Angelina's AJ.
Oh, AJ is Angelina, Paul's wife, my niece, the person that you saw in the videos when we went on a couple cruises into Disney World last fall. So, hi, Sarah. I met Sarah on one of our group cruises. She's always on the chat. She's always making great comments, and we really appreciate her support all the time. Michael, hi, Don. Love watching your videos. Congratulations on your first live. Thank you very much. As you all know, I was pretty darn nervous doing this, but as you can tell, I kind of have the gift to gab. I kind of can do this. If anyone was on one of my group cruises, you know I stood up to talk for about 5 minutes to just thank everybody for being there. And before you knew it, I was into like a comedy routine, and I was going on for like 45 minutes nonstop. It's a lot of fun. CBGB, I love that name. You're doing. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Mike Benson, super sticker. You guys are absolutely amazing. Quick question for everybody out there. I don't want to inundate. I'm not a live streamer. I do a lot of content. Plus, I run a travel agency kind of thing. But I think maybe I will pick a week in a month, and I will do a live stream once a month and catch up with everybody, maybe twice a month if I can, especially when cruises start up again. Would everybody be in favor of that? Do you want it more? I don't know if I can do it, but I will try. But this has been fun. I'm enjoying doing this. I wish I could get to every single question out there. We have Tanya. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Tanya. Tracy, appreciate it so much. You're such an inspiration. Glad to be. Thank you so much. You know what? I get that comment a lot. I get messages. I get phone calls from people saying that I'm an inspiration. And I have to tell you guys right back at you, because if I help one person with my story, give them any kind of hope, whether it's starting a new business, becoming a travel agent, getting through some emotional trouble, going through some surgeries, anything like that. If I can help in just the tiniest way, all this channel has been completely worthwhile. Absolutely. Benjamin, hey Don, what is your likes and dislikes about Norwegian Cruise Line? Okay, Norwegian Cruise Line, the last one I was on was in the fall. It was on their brand new ship. It was beautiful. The entertainment was fun. A lot of their events seem to be based around drinking, and I'm not a big drinker. So like 2 of their shows were drinking shows. One was in a bar, and you could go up on stage and they'd pour you a beer before the show. Another one was kind of like the Prohibition time, the day before Prohibition starts. And so you had, when you go, they serve you 8 drinks during that hour show. And I'm not a big drinker, and there are all these different drinks. So the entertainment's fun, but it might not be for everybody. The ships are beautiful, but I find some of the things are a little bit nickel and dime a bit. They they charge for everything. The go-karts they're charging you for. They're charging for all the little little things. It just seems to pile on and pile on and pile on. That's kind of my problem with them. But you know what? They have solo cabins on quite a few of their ships, which is a big plus bonus. They're small. They're only 100 square feet and no windows except out into the hallway. Don't forget to close that blind. But yeah, it's a fun cruise line. Their older ships, the smaller ones, are really good to be on some sightseeing tours with. Their larger ships, the Epic and ships like that, are a little dated in their design inside, but when you get onto the brand new ones, the Blizz and the Joy, yeah, those are some very nice ships, absolutely. Is that Diet Dr. Pepper, John? Absolutely, it's Diet Dr. Pepper. That's my go-to soft drink. Karen, hi Karen. We talk quite a bit with Karen. Will nephews and nieces all be going on your next group cruise? It was fun on the last one. Singing games fun. Yeah. Well, I don't know about Mark and Aaron right now for Panama. If it looks like it's going to go and everything's going well, they're welcome to come. I'll book them a cabin. Angelina's coming with me for sure. Paul won't be able to go because somebody has to stay home because it's still school here in Canada. So he has to be home with his son. But Angelina is going to be coming on that one. Paul and Mark are coming, just the guys. It's going to be a guys cruise where we were supposed to go on the, which one was it? Not the Oasis, the Allure in November, sorry. And that got canceled. So we're going to we have credits now, like everybody else in the world. So we're going to go and we're going to book another cruise, and we'll let everybody know which cruise we're going on. It's not going to be a group cruise, but feel free to say hi and, make fun of Mark. Remember, Mark is the 3-second man. Don't forget that. But if you ever get a chance to hear Mark sing, Mark is a really good singer. So if he enters the talent show contest again, if I'm giving him a compliment, he has to be good because we don't give each other compliments very often. Paul, I just booked Virgin, Valiant, Lady, and Odyssey of the Seas for next January. You're going to try out Virgin? Yes, I have to try out Virgin. I was going to be on her inaugural sailing. Obviously, that got canceled for the Scarlet Lady, just because it's such a different cruise line. Emma, our good friend Emma from the UK, she went on it. Mixed feelings about it, and her tastes are kind of along my tastes in a lot of ways. Ben and David went on it, and they really liked it. So but they're younger guys. They're a lot younger than me. They like this kind of design and all that. So I think it all depends on your taste. But I'm going to try it. But I tell you what. If I ever get a tattoo, it'll be on one of those ships, but I don't think I'm getting a tattoo. But what do you think? Like cruising with Dawn with the anchor, my symbol right here? Tattoo? Huh? Yeah, I don't think so. Reggie and her man at Dawn. I love the videos with Mark on the cruise in the game show 3 seconds and out. Yeah, that's a good one. If you haven't seen that video, just search in my videos for 3-second man, or say group cruise. I think there's a group cruise playlist out there, and it has some game shows of Mark doing the yes and no challenge. By the way, he said, "Hey Don, go put your name up." So I said, "Okay." I went and put my name up, and I gave Mark's name. And then when they were announcing it, they go, "Well, our first contestant from Ottawa," and Mark turns to me like this, and he goes, "Ha!" And then they said, "Mark Mayo." And his face dropped. But it's always in good fun. Christopher, hope border restrictions for EU cruises. Yeah, ease soon. Me too. Even if I can't cruise here in the United States, I would fly to Europe. I would fly to Italy. I would fly to Japan or China if I had to. I would take a Norway cruise right now, a British Isle cruise, a Mediterranean cruise. I would take any cruise. This is the longest I have not been on a cruise in years and years and years. I had 16 cruises canceled so far since March of last year. 16 cruises. Yeah. So as you can imagine, I have built up quite an account in future cruise credits. Jim Puller, what do we got here? What's your favorite ship, Don? I used to work as a therapist in the Spa and Carnival. Oh, nice. You know what? Those people sometimes put up with a lot of stuff. But every person I've met when I've gone to the spa, I don't go to the spa when I'm by myself, but when I bring somebody on board as a guest, I usually will go to the spa and do a day there. It's great. My favorite ship right now, I have a fondness for the Royal Princess, and I'm kind of biased on that right now because I've sailed on her in the last 4 years. I've sailed on her 5 times. It just happened to be the ship that was going where I was going, whether it be Alaska or transatlantic at the time when I wanted to go to Norway. It just happened to be the cruise ship going. But now I know the crew. The crew recognizes me. Security guards, when I'm walking on, recognize me. So it's kind of cool that, when you're getting off, it's like going home, right? When the captain recognizes you, the head chef recognizes you. And I guess it's because I cause a lot of trouble when I'm on these ships. Chris Jones, super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. While I'm here, I also want to say something. One person once was saying this in chat, and I know a lot of people stuck up for me and everything like that. When they were saying, all my cruises are paid for by the cruise line. That's why I'm pro cruising. And to this day, 106 cruises, I have had 0 cruises paid for by the cruise lines. I do not accept their free cruise. If I win a free cruise, yes. That's a different story. But I do not take any free cruises. I do not take any free perks when I'm on board. If they want to give me internet, I'll take the internet because I work from my cruise ship. But I do not take any money. And one of the reasons I don't want to do that is because I want to give everybody my fair opinion. Because I don't have one favorite cruise line. I love cruising, period. So if I go on a ship and I have a good time, I'm going to tell you I had a good time, and you can trust that it's my honest experience. If I go on a cruise and I had a bad time, I'm going to tell you that I had a bad time. Princess, Alaska, my great cruise. I love Princess. I have group cruises on Princess. I told you about the idiot beside me blaring their music on their balcony going through Glacier Bay. I told you about the people who touched the food, so I'm going to tell you the bad experiences. And if Princess said, hey, Don, we're going to put you on a cruise, don't worry about the money, go for it. I'd feel obligated to say nothing but good things, right? And I don't want that. So yeah, 106 cruises, I paid for them all. Well, actually, you guys helped pay for most of them lately, so I appreciate that as well. Chris Jones, super sticker. Thank you very much, guys. Can the cruise line sue the CDC? No, can't do it. You know what? There's lawsuits everywhere. Canada, United States, there's constitutional lawsuits going from the lockdowns. Montreal here in Quebec, people are suing the government because we're under curfew, saying it's unconstitutional. You can try and sue as much as you want, but it's government, and they have billions of dollars to spend, and whoever's suing them doesn't. It's as simple as that. So we have to live with what's going on. In all honesty, like I said, cruises, I think, will be June, and it's kind of like a no-brainer, right? We're going into winter. We're going into the flu season. Of course, numbers are going to skyrocket. We're going into Christmas. People are going to get together. They did a poll here in Canada. 50% of the people said during lockdown they went and spent Christmas with family and friends anyway. It's going to happen. But now the warmer weather is going to come, and we're going to have that reverse effect. And so the numbers are going to start going down, and everyone's going to say, hey, look, what we were doing is working. Yeah, it's working because the weather's getting better and less people are doing this stuff. So let's just hope that this year is the end of it, and by next year it's just a bad memory. The pandemic and all the hardships that people are going through, I know here in Ottawa, I know 4 restaurant owners that I've befriended, and they've all gone under. And that's just so sad. It's the way we are right now, unfortunately. Don, this is my first super chat to anyone. You rock. I have a Royal Caribbean cruise on the Allure of the Seas. Love the Allure. Mamma Mia. You're going to love that show. May 3rd, Living on the Edge. Ooh, you're right on that edge, aren't you? Yeah. You might. The Allure might be one of the ships that they set up. We out of all the cruise lines out there, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, we had the highest hopes for. Because if you look on the CDC website, they have the most ships green, ready to go. They just have to get through the test cruising to be able to start cruising. Unfortunately, that's where we're stuck at. We're deadlocked at that point. And the telltale sign to me was that they canceled cruises for March and April. So if there were test cruises anytime soon, or they thought anytime, they're going to get it done in the next 30 days or so, they wouldn't have been canceling, April at all. So Chris Jones, tried to ask you to tell my wife, Pam, happy birthday. I will do that. Pam, happy birthday, and have yourself a fantastic birthday. Hope all your wishes come true. And I hope one of those wishes is that you get the cruise soon. So happy birthday, Pam. Have you ever cruised with the Flying Scotsman cruise director on Carnival? No, I haven't. And you know what? It's been really sad because I've been watching, there's 3 different Carnival cruise directors that just left the fleet that are very, very popular. And I have a lot of friends on Royal, Princess, Celebrity who are cruise directors. And I'm hoping they're still there when all this is over. Because that's the reason that it's fun half the time, right? If you know your cruise director by name and you recognize them, they're doing something right. And they can make or break a cruise. So absolutely, no, I haven't been with the Flying Scotsman. Schlosswinky, $20. Thank you. Schlosswinky, I love that name. That's great. Some of you guys have some really, really out there names. And here I go, I call myself Just Don. Oh, we're up to 57 minutes already, guys. Are you tired of me yet? Are you tired of all the chats, just me talking? Code for Life, we sailed 3 times on the Grand Princess and love that ship and crew. That's right. You know what? The more you sail with one ship, you start to get attached to it. You start to get attached to the cruise director, the chefs, because they tend to stay there for 7-8 months. And then they'll leave and they'll come back to the ship. And that's what makes cruising so special, is that you get that sense of home being away from home. How many hotels do you go to when you're traveling that you feel like you're at home, that they recognize you and things like that? That's one of the big things. Lionel, super sticker. Thank you so much, Lionel Daniels. Lionel, appreciate it so much. Pam, hi, Pam and Gus from Maryland, cruise lovers. I love your show. My grandson loves your song at the beginning of your show. Thanks for the hard work. Appreciate that. And, I get a lot of different comments on my little theme that I put out, that da, 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 song that goes there. People say, I want it shorter. I want it longer. And so I try changing it now like 3 times since I've opened the channel in 3 years. And I get more hate mail saying, why did you change my happy song? So I think that I think it's staying. I think we're going to keep that one here for a long time. Terry, great job, Don. Do you think the Oasis class ships will sail by August? We are on the Allure, August in Oasis in November. I do think the Oasis is going to be one of the first ships. Those class ships are going to be out there because of the design. Having the neighborhoods on those class ships, even though they can fit a lot of people, even in restricted travel, when they cut down on how many people can go on the ship, if you cut it down to 3,000, it already feels like there's hardly anybody on the ship half the time, the way they design those ships. And then you cut it down to 50%, you're going to be able to spread out. You're going to be allowed to get all over the place. And I think that's Royal's plan. I think they have a couple plans for the Oasis class ships. Absolutely. Just hope that we can get the new ship over here too as soon as possible. Paper City Gamer. Hey, Paper City Gamer, Jeff. What kind of games do you play, Jeff? Did you see my arcade I have upstairs? I was looking at Arcade 1-Up. They brought out new games that they're selling, and I'm going, oh my God, I got to find more room for more games now. When the movies start, I've been waiting for an hour. Well, you know what? I don't have any movies, but you know what? Let's have a little quick celebration here, and we'll get Mr. Shack jumping up and down for when cruises started. And when cruises started, what's Carnival going to do? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, guys, we've been at it an hour. We're under lockdown here in Ontario, and I have my nephews over. We're not supposed to be over. So I think I'm going to have to end the stream soon and let them go home and get back to their families. But man, oh, I see something out here from Karen. Bye all, saying goodbye. Thanks, Karen, for being here. My wife and I have our 5th anniversary cruise on the Oasis of the Seas, sailing out of Bayonne in June. You're right on that cusp. Very doubtful it will happen. Also, next, we both celebrate our birthday next week. Happy birthday. Thanks all of you. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I really do hope you get to go on the Oasis. I was scheduled in October. I was really disappointed I didn't get to go. Dom, family loves you. You're our cruise hero. Hey, how can I get one of those model ships behind you? You have to cruise. These are all from, I have like 50 in another box upstairs. I just don't have room for them all down here. But you buy them on the ships. Just go in the souvenir shop. Every time I go on a new ship, I buy a new ship. So yeah, I have boxes. Boxes of them up there. Guys, I don't know what to say. We were at 1,600 people tonight. You overwhelmed me. We can't even keep up with the super chats that you guys are bringing out. I am so thankful for everybody with all your support. I was worried I was going to have like 50 people here tonight. I really was. And my nephews are saying, you're going to be over 1,000. I said, hey, no way. If I get 250, I'll be really, really happy. So yeah, it's my nephew. You can hear him. He's on the video now. So if I missed you on the super chat, please know I'm extremely grateful. You guys are absolutely the best. I appreciate you every single day. You support me on this channel. More people have moved over to Just On to just watch me talk. Just talk about nonsense and rowing and losing weight and frustration stuff. You guys are amazing. I am so thankful. And once again, before I say goodbye, I just have to say thank you. You guys did change my life, and never, ever forget that. My life 5 years ago was going like this, health-wise, everything. And you guys brought me up to here. So all my love. Thank you, everybody out there. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, ever need to reach me, you know my email address. Please feel free. If you find my phone number, give me a call. I have lots of people who just call me to say hi. And if you ever see me on a cruise, please absolutely say hi. That's one of the best experiences I have, getting to meet people on the cruise ships. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. And until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. Bye, everybody.